What's going on, boysees? I really want to talk about that Wonderboy fight. Wonderboy and Kevin Holland. What a great fight. Jesus Christ. There's so much to talk about here. The injury for Holland, where to go, who to fight next for both these guys. Kevin Holland's fucking insane chin. Wonderboy being 39 and looking like that. Can Wonderboy make a run for the belt? Where does Kevin Holland go from here? So many questions, right, to ask. But let's just start off with the fight itself because, wow. I was super hyped. I was throwing a couple Coors Lights back. Bam Bam obviously fought on the card, so I didn't have any shoes. I had what do you call those things? One of those big measuring cups you use for baking. Those big bastards, the glass ones. I had one of those filled up with some beer. I was gonna chug it if he won. He didn't, which was better for me. So I was just like casually sipping, I guess you could say. But then when Wonderboy won, I was chugging it because what a fucking fight. So I guess it didn't end up mattering. But I was a little extra hype, basically, is what I'm getting at. So that whole fucking fight, man, I'm screaming. I damn near lost my voice in like the first fucking round. That's why I couldn't make this video the day after. I sounded like a goddamn goblin. But wow, for Wonderboy to get dropped in the first round by Holland, comes back, does what he does that whole fight. I mean, he fucking outclassed him. Karate is 1-0 against Kung Fu now. And Holland, he ended up, I'm glad I wasn't able to make this video right away, we got the information from Kevin Holland, the update. He said he broke 3 knuckles, if I remember correctly. I just read it. I hope that's right. 3 fucking knuckles, man, in the first round. So you're going through 2, 3. They called it off after the 4th. So all those fucking rounds with, fucked up hand, and he's blocking Wonderboy's high kicks like this, just taking punishment. And when you're blocking like this, that shit is still getting through. You're taking the force out, so he's not going down, but that shit is hurting your head still. And then, obviously, his fucking hand, I thought he was going to break a wrist or something. And Wonderboy just has great kicks. The karate stance, he like sets so low, and where his legs are at, his kicks come out so fast. They're just goddamn so quick. It's really hard to see where they're coming from. And he'll snap his leg. It's kind of, I guess they would be called a question mark kick. It's not like a classic Luke Rockhold question mark kick. I have to do my research on this, I guess. I'm not too knowledgeable on this one. But his leg comes up, flies up at his body, and then just goes up top. But it's so goddamn fast. It was beautiful. And he had Holland, I can't remember the round here. I want to say it was round 2. I feel like it was early. But he had Holland hurt bad due to body damage. I think he started off with kicks, and you can see when you're fighting, you tend to have a good poker face, so you try to take a shot and not tell, like, holy fuck, that hurt, which is really hard to do. If you're getting rocked in the head, you're going to lose your legs and shit, you're going to be wobbly. But to the body, you can try to play it off a bit until, obviously, it shuts down on you. Holland got fucked up, and he's not, hiding it at all. He's sitting there going, oh, like that shit. And he's like looking at Wonderboy, smiling at him like, oh, good shit. Oh, that hurts. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Thought it was over. I'm like, Wonderboy, hit him. I'm screaming. My buddy's over. I'm drinking. I'm like, kill him. And so Wonderboy starts teeing off on his body, going up top. And Holland just is like, fuck that, man. He was in there solely on on willpower. He just was like, fuck this, man. I only know training. I don't know if, well, I don't have an audience, but anyways, if anybody's watching this, if you watched that one championship, Christopher Lee, pretty much it was like reminiscent of that to me, minus the loss and the belt on the line. That motherfucker took damage, and he, like he said, he's only in there because of hard work. His body only knows, you go through a tough time, but I have to get out of it. And that's what Holland was showing me. He's getting rocked. He's getting hit in the head continuously by Wonderboy, snapping high kicks like, phoom, smacking the side of his head on his injured hand. Or if he's not blocking him, they're catching him up top. Wonderboy's countering, throwing punches, hitting him clean. And Holland is just like, I got to keep fighting. and he's not even getting dropped. I mean, later in the fight, he's up on the cage, and Israel Adesanya, you know, he has his React channel. He even said he's just shooting, right? He's trying to change the level. He's trying to get out of there, get a better position. And so that's all that was. He would like drop down, try to change the levels a bit, shoot on Wonderboy. It wasn't like, oh, fuck, I'm out, I'm dropping and shit. I didn't see his legs go out once on him. I'm really glad his corner threw the towel in after the fourth, because we rarely see that in MMA. Those motherfuckers are taking damage. You already knew, you know, he knows he has the hand injury, right? And all the damage he's taken up top, there was, come on, like Holland, what the fuck are you going to do? And I don't know, I think it was Paul Felder who said it. Paul Felder, I might be making that up. See, it's been too long, I can't remember. One of the commentators, one of the guys said it. They didn't know, they were saying, like, I don't know if that's the game plan or not, but to throw those high kicks and keep Holland's right hand glued to his side, the power right, so the high kicks will keep his guard up and keep the hand glued here. And even if it wasn't, either way it worked out. It worked out perfectly. It ended up being I guess best offense is a good defense. Best defense is a good offense. I guess you could say that. So, you know, he eliminates Holland's power right, keeping it up here, forcing it with the kicks. And we all know Wonderboy just has great kicks, but we're talking like, what can he really do at 39 years old? Wasn't even a fucking factor in this fight, right? God damn. He was so clean, so crisp, insanely fucking quick, so fucking fast, man. Can't say enough good things. I was loving every minute of it. Losing my fucking mind. What I have to say is, I think Holland, he walked out to Young Boy and he had that half and half haircut that had to have been like a power up. Wouldn't let him get knocked out in the fight. I don't fucking know, because how are you taking damage like that, man? It just not going down. I mean, he was shooting, like changing levels to survive, but you know, these guys had an agreement of like, let's strike because, you know, the Hamzat and whatnot situation. They don't want wrestlers. So Holland gets good position there, and he gives it up twice or three times. Excuse me. Wonderboy ends up on top. Wonderboy's on his back there for a little bit. I think he threw like 3 strikes. No GMP gets up. It was fucking crazy. These dudes are just like, let's go at it. And for Holland, now that we know, like, oh, fuck, his hand was really badly fucked up, Holland was like, let's fucking get up and go at it for the fans. And I know Michael Bisping and everybody's like, what a fucking idiot. User grappling, win the fight. But you have to understand that, I mean, we know, no matter how much we love the fight and everything, it is a popularity contest. I don't get the whole, it's about winning the fights. Look at fucking Patty the Batty. He hasn't fought up yet, and he's already the face of like all these embedded episodes and everything, and the pay-per-view draw for this event with Yuri and Glover being out. So, yes, you have to win your fights, duh, you have to look good. That's the most important part. I mean, same thing with Darren Till coming up. But you have to have a name, too. So Kevin Holland, his fans are going to still be there. We still want to see him fight. We love him. Who doesn't want to fucking see Kevin Holland fight after that? You'd be retarded. I don't know where he goes from there. I know he's going back and forth with Brunson on Twitter saying, good tweet, I'll move up again and wait, and I'll knock the blonde out of you or something like that. I'd like to see it again, I guess. I don't know. Whatever Holland does, I want to watch. Wonderboy. Before he got the Holland fight, I was really hoping for him to fight Michel Pereira. That dude's a fucking monster. He's so quirky, so fun to watch in the cage, man. He's a wonky dude. And I think him and Wonderboy would be insane back and forth. It would be just like the Holland fight. I wouldn't want either to lose. I'd be watching it like, you know, so that's the fight I want to see next. Give him another striker. I know he wants to make a case for the title, but, I mean, look at who's above him, right? Look who's top of the division. All wrestlers. I mean, look at Bilal was tweeting out. Hold on 1 second. Bilal was tweeting out, and that's why I wrestle. Shut the fuck up, one eye. Anyways, let me not let my hate for Bilal get in this video. Wonderboy, I hope he fights Michel Pereira next. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think they'll do it. I don't know who does make sense for him. He wants to go up. Either way, I'm very interested for both of their next fights. Holland will need plenty of time. These fucking goddamn glasses. Holland will need plenty of time to recover, obviously, taking all the damage he did up top, but the hand injury. So I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm really interested for it. What else do we got coming up? We got this pay-per-view event. I'm really interested. My main one on this pay-per-view is probably Elia and Bryce Mitchell. I mean, Bryce Mitchell's a fucking... Both of them, obviously. But, wow. I'm very interested for Bryce Mitchell. Excuse me. Gotta get that fine quality H2O, am I right? I'm very interested for Bryce Mitchell. It's just a country guy, thug nasty, he's a fucking rapper. It's so wacky. Everything about that dude's like, what a guy, right? You look at him and you're like, what the fuck? What's going on with him? You love him. And same thing for Ely, he's a fucking monster. His knockouts are brutal. Bryce Mitchell, motherfuckers hit a twister in the cage. I mean, what more can you say about him? He stood in there with Barboza, and he said that the fastest motherfucker I've faced and the hardest kicker I faced. He got in there and he was beating the shit out of him on the ground, bloody ass elbows. I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. I'm getting carried away. I just wanted to talk about the Holland fight. That's pretty much all I have. I'd like to maybe talk about Islam and Volk next. That's a fucking huge one. That whole Perth card seems to be legendary. So I'll be coming out with some videos soon on those. That's all I've got. You can find me at the MMA Minister on Instagram. When I drop a new video, if you hit subscribe and the bell, you'll see it. I'm out. Love y'all.